Welcome viewers, I'm Pushpendra Mehta, Executive Writer at CTM File, a prominent corporate treasury news site and the host of the Open Treasury podcast. In today's video, we dive into some critical questions. Can China's superior manufacturing power be challenged by any country anytime soon? Should multinational companies invest solely in China, or is it wiser to stick with the China Plus One strategy? Alternatively, should transnational companies transition from the China Plus One to a China Plus Many approach? Stay tuned as we explore these pressing issues and provide insights into the best strategies for global companies looking to reconfigure their supply chains and mitigate geopolitical risks. As the world's largest manufacturing economy and exporter of goods, China's dominance is hard to rival. But countries like India, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, Mexico, and Poland are challenging China's dominance in global manufacturing, emerging as preferred alternatives for multinational companies looking to rewire their supply chains and reduce geopolitical risks. These countries have benefited from the China Plus One or C Plus One supply chain strategy pursued by global corporations to avoid investing solely in China by diversifying production and sourcing activities into other nations, thereby reducing dependence on the world's manufacturing superpower. The China Plus One strategy gained momentum in recent years due to the US-China trade tensions, COVID-19 lockdowns in China, a faltering Chinese economy, and international conflicts that exacerbated global supply chain disruptions and fueled inflationary pressures worldwide. Despite the rise of alternatives, China remains a manufacturing powerhouse. In fact, according to Lazard Geopolitical Advisory's August 2024 report, The Geopolitics of Supply Chains, China's superior manufacturing power cannot be dethroned by any country anytime soon. But why is this the case? The report outlines the reason. Companies seeking to diversify and de-risk supply chains outside of China will find an ambiguous, complex operating environment with no obvious single candidate to replace China. Thus, foreign companies are unlikely to move the entire manufacturing facilities to another nation. Instead, they will have to engage with different geographies to find solutions to their own manufacturing needs. This context explains why, instead of limiting themselves to a China Plus One supply chain strategy, organizations across the globe are now navigating to a China Plus Many approach. Additionally, rising labor wages, increasing manufacturing costs, corporate tax rates above the global average, and efforts by some of the countries mentioned earlier to engage in geopolitical cooperation with both the United States and China, seeking to benefit from both and alienate neither, as per Lazard Geopolitical Advisory's supply chain report, have eroded China's manufacturing competitive advantage. As a result, global corporations are diversifying their manufacturing and sourcing away from China to various countries. Gaining manufacturing share from China are India, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, Mexico, and Poland. India is poised to surpass Japan and Germany to become the world's third largest economy by 2027. Indonesia is forecasted to become the world's sixth largest economy by 2027. Thailand is experiencing a 5-year high in investment applications. Vietnam is positioned to see the sharpest spike in wealth growth globally over the next decade. Mexico, with its geographical proximity to the US, is becoming a preferred nearshoring destination, and Poland, with the UK's Prime Minister cautioning that it is on track to overtake the British economy by 2030, are compelling indicators that these 6 countries offer incredible opportunities for multinational corporations to enter, establish, and expand in. Moreover, with S&P Global Ratings projecting India to continue as the fastest growing major economy for the next 3 years, Indonesia attracting US $47.34 billion in foreign direct investment last year, automaker BYD in the process of establishing an electric vehicle factory in Thailand, Nvidia planning to expand its operations in Vietnam, Mexico surpassing China as the leading exporter to the US in 2023, and Poland, a long-standing vital trade route linking Europe with Asia, emerging as a popular nearshoring destination for enterprises looking to export their products to both the East and the West. These developments suggest that these 6 countries are becoming attractive manufacturing alternatives and investment hubs. On top of that, all these countries are striving to boost their manufacturing sectors for export. India's government is pushing the Make in India initiative by targeting 25 sectors to attract foreign investment, stimulate industrial growth, and promote the export of manufacturing-based products. Vietnam, aiming to become a high-income country by 2045, has experienced impressive growth in its manufacturing sector over the past decade. According to World Bank data, manufacturing sector now accounts for over 20% of Vietnam's GDP. Even more striking, exports of goods and services made up 93% of the country's GDP in 2023. Mexico's strong political, economic, and cultural ties with the US have deepened trade between the two nations, making Mexico an increasingly attractive destination for manufacturing. Poland is emerging as a thriving center for technology and electronics manufacturing, especially for lithium-ion batteries, which are essential for powering electric vehicles or EVs. Poland is now the world's second largest lithium-ion battery producer right after China. Indonesia, the world's biggest producer of nickel and the country with the largest reserves, is actively courting international EV makers and battery producers. It aims to develop its manufacturing capabilities to export EVs and batteries globally. Meanwhile, according to the Lazard report, Thailand's productive labor force, FDI flows from major economies, and its diverse basket of exports have made it a growing manufacturing destination. In conclusion, while China, the world's factory, will remain the dominant global manufacturing giant, the 6 countries discussed in this video present enticing manufacturing alternatives and investment destinations. Multinational companies and their CEOs, CFOs, and treasurers are advised to engage with various geographies to mitigate future geopolitical risks and seize growth opportunities in an increasingly uncertain business environment. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like and share it and subscribe to our channel. You can also tune into the Open Treasury podcast and check out articles, interviews, and industry roundups on ctmfile.com, your trusted source for corporate treasury news. Thank you once again and have a wonderful week.